Now let's talk about the vCenter web interface. A few details before we get started. We recommend Firefox and Chrome on either Windows or Mac platform. While iOS and Linux may work, you may find some inconsistencies within the interface, in which case you should go back to a platform that we know to be stable. Browse to CISS-150-vcenter.hvcc.edu, and you'll be given this basic page. We're just going to select the button to log in using HTML5 client, and then we'll go ahead and begin the process of logging in. So what we're going to do is log in with my test account, which will look just like yours. And after I type in my password and hit enter, and now I'm into the vCenter. Now, once we arrive in here, it'll say you have no privileges to view. That's true. That's because this is the actual vCenter. You do not have a privileged account in this environment insofar as you do not have access to look everywhere. You only have access to look at the virtual machines that have been created for you. So all we have to do is drill down till we get to our resource pool. We can see that we begin to see some additional data. And then the individual virtual machines, which we have the ability to manage ourselves. As far as the virtual machines are concerned, you have complete autonomy over your virtual machines. You can shut them down, start them up, delete them, everything. So do be careful about that. You have ultimate power over the VMs that you have. Don't accidentally create a situation where you lose a virtual machine. Now, basic privileges, you have the ability to look at a lot of things with regard to the actual data center, right? You can look at, the virtual machines, the data stores, the network. You can look at your particular resource pool. You can see the virtual machines that are contained inside of there. It shows you some details about how much memory it's using, how much CPU, how much physical disk. All those particular details are available to you. When you want to gain access to one of these virtual machines, you can simply select the VM and then launch the web console. Don't select launch remote console, and also be careful if you right click on it and say open remote console. We want to make sure that we actually have this set correctly. So we're going to hop over here and go to preferences, and the default console we want to make sure is always the web console. So you may have to set that value, and then we'll save that. But no matter what, this always works launching the web console. And there we have. Another nice feature is the theme. We can switch the theme to the dark mode, which I have to say is actually really nice. So we'll switch back temporarily to the standard theme. This interface is really easy to manage and shouldn't be too difficult for you. If you do get lost, which can happen from time to time if you start drilling down, you can always go to the hamburger menu and go to inventory, and then just select the leftmost icon here, which will always bring you back to hosts and clusters. And I think now we'll have a quiz.